Hi everybody, welcome back to our ongoing live coverage of the 2011 BMO Canadian Figure Skating Championships. I'm PJ Kwong and I'm here along with José Chouinard, and we're going to talk about the Ladies Free program, which is the first group of skaters are just hitting the ice inside the Save-On Memorial Foods Auditorium in Victoria, British Columbia. So, José, welcome back for another great day of competition.
Thank you, PJ.
So, as a three-time Canadian champion, I had kind of an interesting thought, and that is that the women were the last skaters to take the ice last evening when we saw those unbelievable short programs, and they're the first ones to take the ice today. So tell me what that's like for a competitor.
For a competitor, it means...
So if you want to get a hold of us with any questions or comments, my email address is pjkwong@pjkwong.com or on my Twitter @skatingpj. Now, a quick question for you, José, by email from Kathy M. Would you, if you were skating today, would you have liked to skate under this new system?
I would have liked to skate probably under that new system, because a lot of times I think my programs were packed with a lot of choreography, and I'm not sure like I got rewarded at all times for it. There was sometimes like I remember the 1993 programs, there was probably 2 crossovers in the whole 4-minute program. So I don't think I was getting like the full reward, but not that I was not judged properly, but it was just the knowledge. Like we were not being judged in the same way that it is right now. But definitely I got out when the spiral sequence came in. I can tell you this, now we don't see it in the short program. Maybe it would be okay this year.
Close call. So we're getting ready to skate the women's short program. That was from Kathy M, by the way. Thank you very much.
British Columbia, Yukon. Please welcome Jacqueline Leniak.
So Jacqueline Leniak finished in 18th place after the short program, coached by Jill Marie Harvey, who was also her choreographer, skating to Barbara's Adagio for strings. Jacqueline qualified for the Canadian Figure Skating Championships by placing 10th at the challenge event. Women's free 4 minutes plus or minus 10 seconds.
First element, triple sow, double toe. Good start. Second element, triple flip, turned into a double. A little heavy on the toe pick. Element. This is the setup for the double axel. Singled. First spin, death drop with a variation.
Now, tell me what you like about this variation.
I like that she had a nice angle between her knee and her bum. There was a 90-degree, and that's where it has to count. Any higher than that becomes an intermediate position.
Meaning not as difficult.
Another try at the triple flip, which turned into a double again.
Now, is it safe to say the problem was not getting enough height?
It seems like she doesn't carry on with the flow to get into the jump, and it gets really heavy on the takeoff. Singled the loop. She doesn't have the quickness.
sequence And what the judges are looking for in the spiral sequence is being able to sustain that position.
The minimum is 3 seconds per spiral, or you can hold it for 6 seconds during one spiral. Here's our triple sow with a fall.
Fall carries with it a 1-point deduction.
What happens when you start losing that confidence is you're slowing down. We need a quick snap when you try to achieve 3 rotation up in the air. Second double axel hangs on with a little bit of a deduction, that touchdown there. Fighting. She is at her first experience as a senior ladies at nationals. Finishing with the combination spin and a change of foot.
Jacqueline Leniak,
from the Houston Figure Skating Club in
originally from Terrace, British Columbia.
Jacqueline Leniak.
18 years old. As you said, first experience at Canadians.
There's a lot to learn as a senior ladies. It's a big step. We were saying, like, as far as the technical components of the program, whether you're junior or senior, it is pretty much the same. You don't always acquire the technical before you get to senior, but it is the maturity and the mental preparation going into the senior level that is very different from the junior. It's all fun. It's all like very, there's not that expectation. We just saw the triple flip that turned into the double, and this was our second attempt to the triple flip, again into a double jump.
When you were talking about the energy and being a little heavy on the toe pick, there has to be a very quick transfer from that toe pick into the air. And I guess this is what you're referring to about the lessons that you have to learn as a senior lady competitor. In terms of the range of the scores, what is considered to be a good score internationally for the free program?
For the free program, like you're looking at internationally, 190 plus is phenomenal. It is the mark of Una Kim, 212, I believe. It's hard to remember like all the 10th point, but very good program around in between 165 and 175 is pretty decent.
So 56.06. And she's on her way with a total score of 89.42 to establishing sort of a competitive record for herself. This is Jacqueline Leniak of British Columbia. Now those were the overall total scores. What about in the free skate?
In the free skates, 120 is great. But between 115 and 119 at the national level is very good. If you're looking at to make the top at the world's ranking, it's 130 and plus.
So this is Daniela Bellafavo, 17th after the short program. Coached by Galina Zmievskaya.
And Victor Petrenko?
Yes.
Her first element, double axel, double toe, well executed.
What I like about Daniela Bella's skating is that she has beautiful extension and a lovely upright body position in the air with her jumps.
Second element, triple Sakao, under rotated. This is where they go to review and see if she can get 70% of the score. PJ, I wonder if it's a lot to think of when you change the strategy of your program. There's a lot more thinking and less automatism. And sometimes it utilizes more energy for the skaters to reduce the technical difficulty of the program because your head keeps thinking instead of just performing and being more on the reflex. Beautiful spiral.
Nessun Dorma, of course, a well-used piece of music in skating because it has great depth and texture.
Second double axel. Double Sakao. Double flip, double toe combination. Double loop, double toe combination.
I really like her flexibility and her extension. She's got a very pretty picture on the ice.
She does utilize her hands a lot. Have you noticed? And it's a part that commonly is forgotten from the skaters.
Good turns and transitions and edge work on that 1 foot in the first half of the step sequence.
Change of edge on the camel spin. Broken leg position. Change of foot into variation.
She had some difficulty holding on to her final position in that combination spin, but I like the picture that she paints on the ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the South Windsor Figure Skating Club in Western Ontario, Daniela Bella-Favot.
And we'll be back with the marks for Daniela Bella-Favot right after this short break. Daniela Bella-Favot, coached by Galina Zmievskaya and Viktor Petrenko, as we said, and then choreographers are Nikolai Morozov, Galina Zmievskaya, and Nina Petrenko. In the replays, she had some definite problems on her jump element. Under-rotated triple sow, as you said. What went wrong?
I think it was the timing of her jump. Like, you could see that she really tried hard from the upper body, but the timing was completely off on the takeoff.
This first half of the step sequence was one of the highlights for me. I loved how she really had good transitions and changes of direction in the turns, well balanced over the blade. What do you notice about the knee action?
I noticed that she actually utilized a lot the free leg in order to get around the edges, but I did like the lines, and she achieved the turns properly. So, and what I liked was the twizzle had a nice traveling there. You don't want to have a twizzle. Sometimes like it stays on the same spot and becomes more of a spin, or it becomes more of a double threes, which is the difference with the twizzle, and the judges are looking at that.
Okay, I'm going to say it. I like the dress. Love the color. Love the beading.
That
Very
color,
pretty.
That color works on the ice.
So Daniela Belafavot takes over the lead with a score of 99.05. Kelsey McNeil is our next skater, represents New Brunswick from Salisbury, New Brunswick. Kelsey McNeil, 18 years old, goal is to eventually compete in the Olympic Winter Games. She was 12th at the challenge event. Junior national champion in 2008, first trip to senior. Now, where was she after the short program?
She was ranked 16th.
Skating to Fantasy for Violin and Orchestra from Gershwin. Coaches Cathy Grenier and Robert Leger. Robert Leger also the choreographer.
First element, double axel, followed by another double axel.
It was a very unique entry into that toe. At the very last minute, she sort of put her toe in. Did more of what we used to call a toe wally rather than a toe
Here's
loop.
a triple sow, beautiful. Not a lot of distance on the second jump, but that triple sow was smooth, great height. That is her flying spin. 2 variations. Setting up for the triple loop.
Looked to me to be slightly under-rotated as well as the problem of the fall.
If you don't see much of a glide on the landing, that means there's a slight under rotation there. Layback.
Nice position and well centered. Great flexibility in that back outside spiral.
Triplets. A little under rotated. It seems like she didn't really get the height on the takeoff of the jump. With the lean on the right side, really hard to be as efficient up in the air. Triple toe. Here's the entrance you were talking about. Managed to hold on to the landing. Right into her straight line step sequence.
Nice use of the music throughout the step sequence. tight landing.
Finishing this program with the combination spin. Whoops, you better finish this program on the music. There is a deduction when you're after the
Ladies
music.
and gentlemen, from the Petty Kodiak District.
And we'll be back with Kelsey McNeil's marks after this short break. Coming back live to Victoria.
What do you say?
If you're just joining us, we are partway through the first group of competitors for the women's free program. This is Kelsey McNeil from New Brunswick, who has just finished her program. Now let's set this first jump up.
This is the triple toe, leaning a little forward on the landing. She repeated that same mistake too further down the program with the second triple toe. Here's the triple sow, very well executed. I was mentioning the height of the triple sow, just a little short on the distance of the double toe.
What I really liked on this layback was, again, the extension of the free foot. I'd like to see maybe a tiny bit more arch in the back, but she had a very nicely maintained center.
You were due to skate along there. What about the last spin you stayed at? Oh, the last spin or not?
On the ice, warming up, Isabelle Valiquette,
Level 2.
young woman who looked great in warm-up yesterday and then had some definite problems in the short program. So we'll be looking to
Well, if he was
improve on her performance in the free, no doubt.
was the best skate.
Score to beat, total score of 99.05 from Daniela Bellafavot.
Next time was more.
Now, Jose, do you remember going from junior to senior the first time in the big rink as a competitor?
Yes, I did.
Do you know what? I'm going to get your thoughts on that a little bit later. It's nice to get the inside story.
She's in the lead.
Yeah, we are really
Very,
proud
very
of you.
happy.
Okay.
La prochaine concurrente, représentant le club de patinage artistique de Terrebonne du Québec, Isabelle Valiquette.
Isabelle is coached by Stéphanie Var. Her choreographers are Annick Schmidt and Julie Bro. And Papa, Can You Hear Me is the music. 21 years old. What club does she compete at?
She's she's representing the club of Terrebonne, but she's training at the Centre Élite of Boucherville.
Well-known skating facility. Qualified to come to these Canadian Championships by finishing 9th in the challenge, and currently she's in 15th place coming into the free.
First element, triple loop. Beautiful height, just a little bit. Felt to me it was swingy on the takeoff. Hard to check the rotation. On the landing, here's the triple sow. Combination with the double loop, well done.
I think they may be looking to assess to ensure that that double loop was clean. The takeoff looked like it might have been a little bit of rotation on the ice.
Second triple sow. Variation in the entrance of the double axel.
Almost started to rotate before she got up into the air.
thinking. Single flip. Like I said, there's not a lot of time of thinking. It's got to be automatic. You have to trust yourself. Second double axel, -3. Double flip.
Overall, I'd like to see maybe some stronger transitions from one element to the next, because I'm not finding that she is particularly connected to the program. Beautiful spiral though, don't you think?
Beautiful. Love the depth of the edge. She seems to get in and out of the program. I agree with you, PJ. That's the reflection of trying to get the jumps. Straight line step sequence started with the 1 foot half of the pattern. Seems a little, the fatigue is taking over.
A bit of a mixed result for Isabelle Valiquette.
Mesdames et messieurs, représentant le club de patinage artistique de Terrebonne du Québec, Isabelle Valiquette.
And we'll be back with marks for Isabelle Valiquette and lots more skating from Victoria after this short break. Isabelle Valiquette being joined at the boards by coach
Stefan Ivars.
who doesn't look that happy. Now, what is he going to tell her?
Well, I think the fact that she was trying really hard at getting the height, she lost a lot of energy throughout the in the middle of the program, and then she couldn't get the jumps back together. Like, it's all about that mental toughness. You make a mistake, you lose a little bit of confidence, you make that second mistake, and it just seems to be harder to regroup. Here's the first triple sow into the double loop.
Looks to me like a slight cheat on the takeoff of that double loop.
Double flip, huge lean on the right side on the takeoff. Step sequence with the 1 foot, half of the pattern skated on 1 foot.
I will tell you, under this new system, and I've had lots of conversations with Mary Jane Stong about this, and of course legendary coach and one of your former coaches, skaters now have to learn how to do turns, which for a long time wasn't that important. So she'll fall a little bit short of the leader, who is Kelsey McNeil. Isabelle Valiquette with a score of 104.71 is in second place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next competitor, representing the Red Deer Figure Skating Club from Alberta, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, please welcome Jessica Amy Sargent.
This is Jessica Amy Sargent in 14th place after the short program and skating to East of Eden. Jose, I remember this skater from yesterday as having great power, but needing to work on a little bit more control.
More control, more transition in between the elements.
"20 years old, coached by Jan Olmark and Deborah Allen. Her choreographer is Jadine Ferreira. Was last at Canadians in 2009, where she placed 9th in junior ladies. At the challenge, she was 13th and is in 14th place.
Her first element, double axel, double toe combination. We left the double toe for later on in the program. Beautiful, nice height. Here's the power you were talking earlier. Second element, going into the triple toe. Nice setup. Hangs on.
Great knee bend on that landing edge.
Seems to be a little bit more relaxed today. Setting up the triple sow. Double toe combination. Nice.
A little high of that 90-degree angle you were talking about in the back sit position.
That's right. Her spiral. Followed by the second one. Has to hold it for 3 seconds. Single lutz. Triple sow.
I love the height that she gets. Too bad about that landing edge, but great height.
She dropped that right side on the landing. I actually think it was landable, this one. Entering the step sequence. Double axel, double toe. Did the double lutz this time.
With the double toe. Skaters are, of course, looking for a 10% bonus, which they can earn for doing jumps after the halfway point in the competition. Jessica Amy Sargent, Red Deer, Alberta is her hometown, although she was born in the Philippines. In her first trip to the Senior Canadians.
Amy Sargent.
Tell me some of the things that you liked about the program.
Well, she had great power throughout the program. She maintained the speed. She was very efficient and very smart. Like when it was time to add the points, I thought she was going to do the combination with the double axel at the beginning of the program, and she decided to keep it for later on. One triple didn't work out, which was planned as a combination, and threw the double toe at the end, which I think it was a very smart skate from her. Strong. Look at that knee you were talking earlier.
I really like the explosiveness in her technique and getting in the air in the jump elements. I'd love to see maybe some more connecting moves between the elements.
That's right.
Good stability in that flying camel.
Yes. It would show in her program component in the transitions window.
Jan Allmark, legendary coach from the Royal Glenora Club in Edmonton.
The nice thing about the transition we were talking about, it's all in the skating. The more you skate, the more comfortable you're on the ice. For her, it's easy to improve for next year. I think it was very important to come out and put on the technical, the jumps, the big high-risk technical elements, and she can focus on improving on those transition. The more you skate, the better you get at it.
And getting a little skating done before her program is Karine Chevrier, who we can see in the little monitor, while Jessica Amy Sargent waits for her marks. So in terms of a free skate performance, if we see marks that hit the 115 score in the free program, which I think we're probably going to see in that final group of skaters, that's when you start to be starting to look at a very good score in the international standings. So far, the highest score in this free program has been 75.40, held by the leader at this point in the competition, Kelsey McNeil, who has an overall score of 109.92. Second highest free skate score for the moment, which will also move her into second place with a score of 106.78. Leader is still Kelsey McNeil from New Brunswick, a score of 109.92.
Représentant le club de patinage artistique de Vaudreuil, du Québec, Karine Chevrier.
Karine Chevrier, the final skater in this first group. Years old, coached by Nathalie Martin. Her choreographers are Sebastian Britton and Jeffrey Buttle. Skating to a selection of music by Puccini. Qualified in 14th at the challenge. First year senior was 13th in juniors a year ago.
First element, planned triple flip turned into a double. A little anxious on the setup. Second element, double axel, double toe combination. Here it is. Decided to do the double toe a little later in the program. end triple cell, turn into a double cell. Combination spin with a back entrance. Variation. Spiral sequence, the goal was to hold it for 6 seconds. Triple cell. A little hesitant on the landing, but no deductions. Setting up for the triple flip. Good girl. Later on in the program. Single the loop. Triple toe. With a fall. Going into her straight line step sequence. That gliding on 1 foot feature seems to be well used among this ladies skaters.
Mesdames et messieurs, représentant le club de patinage artistique de Vaudreuil du Québec, Karine Chevrier.
I think I'd like to see Karine improve a little bit more in terms of her expression. I think there's some room to grow there.
Definitely, PJ. And it does help the technical side of the program too, when you actually get into the music and you let the music give you the energy. It relaxes the muscles and it let your natural rhythm kicks in a little bit better. When you get tense and you focus so much on the technical side of it, you loses that natural timing, natural rhythm. Here's the triple flip. That one turned into a double. That was early in the program. What I liked is her training. She was able to come back with the second triple flip. Here's a double axel with a 10 touchdown. What I was saying about that feature for the straight line step sequence, the 1 foot gliding for half of the pattern, is a feature that raises the level of the straight step sequence. It seems to be well utilized among the ladies.
It's nice to see.
It requires more strength. You'd think you would see this more in the men's event, but it seems to be very popular in the ladies. Nathalie Martin on the left side and Julie Marcotte on the right side.
And a quick look at our second group of competitors who are going to be taking the ice just moments away. So a little while ago, Amélie Lacoste, Alexandra Najarro, Marianne Samson arriving at the rink. There's Alexandra Najarro, surprise second place finisher, and of course Cynthia Faneuf, short program leader, coming into the free.
Salut Sylvie!
The score
Ouais, allô, Sylvie!
Corinne Chevier. The free program score 61.13 with a total score of 97.70. Corinne is currently in fifth place.
So at this point in the competition, in the lead, Kelsey McNeil, followed by Jessica Amy Sargent, then Isabelle Valiquette, Daniela Bellafavod, Karine Chevrier, and Jacqueline Nenouick.
Je demanderai aux patineurs suivants de se présenter sur la glace pour une période d'échauffement de 6 minutes.
Opening moments of the warm-up for the second of three groups of ladies competitors.
Devin Newells.
Order of skate will be Devin Newells, followed by Kate Charbonneau, then Raleigh McCullough-Kosarsa, Dallas Daniel, Vanessa Grenier, and Sarah Jourdain.
Western Ontario.
The first skater to go on, Devin Newells.
She's getting some last-minute instructions from her coach. Would you say that this is one of the most important moments?
Yes, because you have to know your skater. And this is tough when a skater changes coaches, which we had the experience with Patrick last minute, just before national, changing coach. This is really hard to connect between the coach and the skater if you don't know.
Well, Devin Newells is being coached by Keegan Murphy along with his mother Eileen Murphy. She sits in 12th place after the short program, skating to Riders on the Storm. Choreography provided by Marc Pellet for the free program.
Her first element, triple toe, combination, double toe. Slight turn on the landing. Setting up our triplets. Combination. Whoop, we left out the double toe.
Terrific height on that jump.
It happens that the skaters makes the decision as they are skating. Nice use of expression from the upper body to the facial.
Very awkward takeoff on that double axel, resulting in a fall on the landing.
Second triplets in the program. A fall. Quite of a lean on the takeoff to the right side. Couldn't stay on her axis. Pacquiao. Struggle. There was no explosiveness on the take-up, which she didn't reach the height to fulfill the 3 rotation. Circular step sequence.
What I like about the circular step sequence is the fact that she's using the music very well, and there's some good changes of direction and strong use of turns.
Double legs. She's keeping the intensity in the program. Beautiful position in the camel, followed by the cannon spin, trying to achieve that 8 rotation feature. Nice flexibility, also trying to get that 8 rotation.
Wow, terrific strength to be able to hold on to that edge with that extension of the free leg.
Flying camel with a change of edge. Nice position in the Thompson. Change of foot into a broken leg. Again, reaching the feature of 8 rotation. Trying to.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the White Rock South Surrey Skating Club.
We'll be back with Devin Newell-Marx and lots more skating after this short break. Please stay tuned. So Devin Newell finished her performance, seen here with Coach Eileen Murphy. Overall, what I liked was she is clearly physically a very strong skater. I mean, and is able to capitalize on that. Look at the height on that triple toe. Just a forward lean on that landing edge, causing her to put her hands down.
It looks to me that she had a 3-jump plan combination there. Triplets, beautiful, just a little hesitant on the landing.
We're looking for the shoulders to be parallel to the ice without a tilt either way. Pretty much when you're doing most of the elements in skating, including this step sequence. So highest score so far in the free program. Kelsey McNeil, who is also our leader, her score in the free program, 75.40 points. Overall total, 109.92. Kate Charbonneau on the ice. She will be skating next. We've had a question come from Rebecca Carre, who wants to know about Joanie Rochette.
Well, Joanie Rochette is doing well, performing in many shows, keeping really busy. Had a chance to see her perform in December. She was doing a show in Florida, West Palm Beach, beginning of December. Then she went on the tour with Celebration on Ice just before Christmas. Enjoyed her family during the Christmas.
And decided not to compete here at these nationals. So this turns into the best score so far in the free skate, score of 77.01. And Devin Newell takes over the lead with a score of 114.93.
She's only 17 years old.
Very, very young skater, very strong. Kate Charbonneau in 11th place after the short program.
Still eligible for junior for this season and next for the Junior World. Her goal is to be at the Junior Worlds, gaining one of the 2 spots that will earn her way there.
Skating to Les Feuilles Mortes, choreography provided by Sebastian Britton.
Open with half a rotation in the triple toe, still to go. Opened up in the middle of the jump. Second element, setting up the triplets, turned into a double. Triple flip. Good comeback. I was just gonna say, I love her skating. I love the way she glides into her turns and comes out of it with as much speed or more speed. Beautiful flexibility. Triple sow, double toe combination with a variation on the last double toe. Extra points. Nice flying sit. Could work a little bit on the tuck and the flying air position. She skates with ease. It's smooth.
I very much like the extension of the free foot on that camel spin and the low sit.
She's got strong basics position, amazing flexibility, which elevates the levels of the spins. Double toe. Triple sack out, double toe.
Wild landing edge.
Hiding a little bit that mistake by stepping forward right away. Double axel. That's unfortunate. I thought the skating was going so well. Just really like this version of Les Feuilles Mortes. Good use of the upper body even on one foot. Layback, sideways, back layback, variation, and another variation, Billman position. Strong finish.
Kate Charbonneau.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Skate Winnipeg in Manitoba, Kate Charbonneau.
We'll be back with Kate Charbonneau's marks and a second look at some of her elements right after this short break. Robert Tebby greeting student Kate Charbonneau at the boards. Kate also coached by her mom, Lori Wallace. Beautiful height on what should have been a triple Lutz, doubles it instead. And the triple sow double toe combination. overhead aerial position, enhancing his difficulty. This spin was maybe one of the highlights of all of her spins for me, and in fact many of her elements. Beautiful silhouette. Look at how tidy the center is, as well as the upper body position and the arch.
And then that was okay. But then, like, in my combo spin, I was like, I can do this. And my toe, I took a really long time to get into it. And I was like, no. And then the sow, I knew I was going to do. It was a little rough.
On the ice, Riley McCullough Kasarsa getting ready. Going to see coaches Claire Kelly and Shelley Simonton Barnett.
But the important thing here is you took what started as a disaster, you turned it around quite nicely. You did let it slip away a little bit again,
I'm not happy.
which is unfortunate, but it was really really nice to see you. Hi Dylan, hi Sandra.
It's very interesting to sort of overhear and eavesdrop about what the coaches are telling their students.
Right level. Could you tell that you were getting to the right level?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now what we
I
need to do
didn't
is
like.
stay there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're certainly not
The
there.
scores, please,
Absolute
for
mark.
Kate Charbonneau.
That doesn't matter.
Score to beat is 114.93.
89.
Not bad.
With a total score of 120.50.
Score of 120.50 gives Kate Charbonneau the lead.
Elle est présentement en première place.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next competitor, representing the Burlington Skating Club from Western Ontario, please welcome Riley McCullough Kasarsa.
Riley McCullough Kasarsa from Grimsby, Ontario. 16 years old, coached by Shelley Simonton Barnett and Claire Kelly McKenzie. Sitting in 10th place after the short program, skating to a compilation from the Young Victorious soundtrack. Great energy throughout that combination, triple toe, double loop. Looked to me to be a slightly under-rotated triple loop. Somewhat inadequate preparation for that triple flip.
Spiral sequence with a change of edge into an unsupported spiral. Quite of a lean on the takeoff of the jump.
And how many times have we said that if the setup isn't correct, then there's no way that you're going to really be able to make it work on the landing.
Unless you're a cat. Certain skaters would have had that ability. I remember watching Kurt Browning taking off, like completely off with a different angle, still coming out with a 1 foot landing. This is what I call talent. Her choice, straight line step sequence. Double axel, double toe, back entrance, camel, spin, back sit, change of foot into a camel position, forward sit, basic position, going for the feature of 8 rotations in the same position.
We talked about skaters before who end after their music, and as long as they still stay under that 4-minute, 10-second mark, they're okay.
In Western Ontario,
We're going to be right back with some replays and some marks for Riley McCulloch-Kosarsa right after this short break. This is Riley McCulloch-Kosarsa being greeted at the boards by coaches in the foreground, Kelly Clara McIsaac and Shelley Simonton Barnett. Riley is a beautiful jumper. This was her 3-jump combination. Nicely done. Good height. I'd like to see maybe a tiny bit more of an arch in the layback, although I like the extended free leg position.
I agree. And her back seems to go up as she's getting further into her rotations. Here's the triple sow. We saw the lean on the takeoff. It's very hard to recuperate.
And I think the fact that it will probably be evaluated as under-rotated, which means that it will be downgraded possibly to a double sow rather than the triple. If there's a slight degree of under-rotation, then they can still collect 70% of the total. Now, the other thing is, I said she was 16, but in fact, this young lady just had her 17th birthday last week. So.
Hey, Franca. Hey, Gaga, Mom. Hey. Don't question that. Hey, Amanda. Everybody
The
at home.
scores, please, for Riley McCulloch-Kosarsa. The free program score, 68.59,
68.59.
with a total score of 107.20.
107.20.
Riley is currently in 4th place.
Elle est présentement en 4e place.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next competitor representing
Not exactly the marks
Palo
that she was
Alto
looking
Community
for,
Figure Skating Club
and she's still
from
got lots of time to
Alberta
develop.
Northwest Territories,
So let's
Nunavut.
turn our attention
Please
to
welcome
Dallas Daniel,
Dallas
our next
Daniel.
skater.
She's 18-year-old, full-time university student. And she's been a long-time member of the Calgary Winter Club.
Free program choreographed by Cindy Stewart. Selections from Rachmaninoff.
What she's looking into this long program is bringing out a softer side of her skating. I like her power, I like her speed going into the first element. Triple toe, double toe. Love the technique. Easy, effortless, strong control. Setting up triplets. Beautiful. The best one of the competition so far. Double axel. Dead trap, her first spin of the 3 spins required for the long program. Triple loop, slightly under-rotated. Didn't get the height of we've seen in the previous jumps.
What I'm noticing with Dallas's skating is terrific speed and momentum maintained throughout the program and in between the elements.
Double the Sakau. The way she's taken off, I'm sure it was planned a triple. Back spiral into a double axel, single toe combination. Skating into her last section of the long program. Triple toe, double toe, well executed.
I'm liking the quality of the edge work and the circular step sequence.
Love the energy at the end of this program.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Calalta Community Figure Skating Club in Alberta, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, Dallas Daniel.
That was a very strong and refreshing performance from Dallas Daniel.
That sounds so good. Can I pull it?
Beautiful triple toe, don't you think, with
The
that combination?
I call this textbook. Like, technically, there was nothing wrong. Triplets, beautiful. On the axis with the air position. Her layback spin.
Very well centered, good speed, and nice transitions of position.
with a total score of 129.67.
Taking over a decisive lead by 9.17 points. Scott Davis looking on with student Dallas Daniel, our new leader.
Artistique de Sherbrooke, du Québec, Vanessa Grenier.
Let's go.
Last word of encouragement from Cynthia Lemaire.
Vanessa Grenier skating to Nothing Else Matters, performed by Metallica. Free program choreographed by Shaylin Bourne. Vanessa won the challenge event coming into Canadians and is currently in 8th place. About 16 points separates 8th from 1st, just to put the event into perspective.
Our first element. Triple flip. Strong. Just not enough height on that takeoff. A little wild, a little wide on the rotation position. And the third element here is double Salchow. Camel spin with an outside edge.
The variation of the upper body position with her looking upright, very interesting.
Spiral sequence with a change of edge. Triple toe.
Why was it so tight on that landing edge?
Just seems like her free leg got caught with the skating leg, with the landing foot, and couldn't come out and stop that rotation as quickly as she would have liked. Another triple toe, much better landing this time, followed by 2 other jumps. So this is allowed in the senior levels, which is not in the pre-novice and novice, and it's extra points that the ladies can add when they can. You only have a window of 7 jumps in the program, so if you can add a combination with 3 jumps in a row, that is extra points. We just saw the double axel, double toe combination. Double axel. Getting into her straight line step sequence. Flying camel entrance. Going for the 8 rotation feature. Flexibility with the donut position. Change of foot into cannon. Again, going for the feature of 8 rotation in the same position. lay back.
Vanessa Grenier, much stronger in the free, I would say, than she was in the short program.
I enjoyed this performance. She felt a little bit more relaxed, and the jumps had a better timing, more explosive.
Coached by Cynthia Lemaire.
For 6 years with Cynthia.
She competed on the Junior Grand Prix circuit this year, went to the Junior Grand Prix of France, where she came 12th. There's that opening triple flip.
Gorgeous.
Free leg, as you said, was maybe a tiny bit late unwrapping.
Taking a detour, going around on the exit.
On that first triple toe, did you see a slight touchdown of the free foot on the landing?
It seems to, but I don't think it affected because there was no weight on it. But then again, they have a chance of reviewing it more than once to make sure that there was no weight on that toe. It was quite minor to me.
Merci Madame Louise pour la belle robe. Salut tout le monde à Johnville, tout le monde à Sherbrooke, la gang à Drummond, la famille, la deuxième famille. Bonjour Marianne. Salut Jocelyne.
We had a question come in from Bill Blampede of Nepean, wanted to know if the judges are Canadian or if this is an international panel.
The judges will be Canadians. These are the nationals, and I don't recall ever seen any international judges at nationals.
Typically at national championships, it is nationals. Now in the monitor, we're just seeing Sarah Jourdain. Looking forward to her free skate, which comes up next. She will close out this second group of women's competitors. But for the moment, we're waiting for scores.
Alexandra warming up. Off ice. Getting the last advice technically from her coach. I believe this is Cynthia until I see her face.
It's always fascinating to see that skaters do other kinds of activities in order to enhance their upper body strength. We just saw some yoga.
Free program score 85.80.
85.80.
With a total score
Second highest free skate score so far in the event.
129.93.
Vanessa is currently in first place.
She squeaks ahead by a margin of just 3.4 ahead of Dallas Daniel with a score, current score to beat 129.93 held by Vanessa Grenier.
I know that club. I represented the Lame d'Argent too.
Wow.
So something in common with Sarah.
Seventh after the short program. Skating to some selections from Puccini. Coaches are Annie Barabé and Sophie Richard. Choreographer is Sébastien Bridden. First time to senior nationals for Sarah Jourdain. And she is currently in 7th place.
Double axel. Love the height. Impressive. Quite lyrical too. Did you feel the pause in the music while she was jumping? Triple flip. hangs on.
A little tight in the air, maybe not enough height.
But we'll certainly get some points for that. Connecting steps into triple loop. There was major lean forward on the entrance of that jump. First spin of the 3, death drop into variations and another variations. A little moment to reach out to the audience. Definitely not enough height on that triple flip. Didn't feel like she actually hit the toe picks. She started to rotate before getting the jump up in the air. When it's a triple flip, it's a higher risk. When it's a double axel like this, I don't think for her or for her coach, it's easy to accept that. Double loop, double toe. Maybe just a lack of focus. Combination spin with a change of foot. Double lutz with an arm position in the air that makes it a little more difficult. She should be rewarded for it.
Do you know, a great comment just coming in from Margaret Burwell, who says we shouldn't be calling this straight line footwork. We should be calling it end-to-end because of the supreme edge work that we're seeing now in footwork. That's a point that's very well taken.
Forward camel. Change of edge on the outside edge. Back camel with a variation. Nice flexibility there.
Mesdames et messieurs, représentant le club de patinage artistique et les Lames d'argent du Québec, Sarah Jourdain.
Bonjour maman, Dorothée David. Tout le monde à Laval, tout le monde qui me regarde. Salut Josiane, salut Dan.
Do you know, she seemed to experience problems throughout the program with her jumps. Very much a forward lean. That triple flip was the first of them, opening up on a planned triple loop to double it. Where was she in her head?
I just think there was a lack of focus. It seems like to go back and forth, maybe questioning herself. doubting it, and then you're reviewing the technical keywords that we were talking yesterday, and all that takes so much energy, and sometimes you're trying harder too, so that could happen. You want it very much, and then you're trying just a little bit too hard.
Anibal Rebay on the left.
And Yvonne Desjardins.
On the right, well-known
There's quite
names
a
in
few.
figure skating.
That's right. There's quite a few skaters training at Contrecoeur with Annie and Sophie. So Yvonne joined the team.
Cynthia Phaneuf going through her routine, as you talked about, in preparation for her skate in the next group of competitors.
For Sarah Jourdain.
Cynthia Phaneuf, of course, the leader after the short program.
70.23.
70.23.
With a total score of 115.92.
115.92.
Sarah is currently in 4th place.
Elle est présentement en 4e place.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Overall,
we
Sarah
soon
will drop a
receive
couple of
the women's short
spots.
program after the ice resurface.
But here are the current standings. In the lead, Vanessa Grenier, followed by Dallas Daniel, then Kate Charbonneau, Sarah Jourdain, Devon Newells, and Kelsey McNeil is in 6th place.
Good afternoon, everyone. Donna King here with you on day 2 of competition. Lots of action happening today and tomorrow, both on and off the ice. Of course,
We'll be back with lots more great